Now, David Rubin, the former mayor of Shiloh, Jerusalem. Mayor, great to see you, sir. What does this mean, whichever way this goes? Can you break this down for us?
Sure, certainly. Well, first of all, as was described, it's too close to call right now. There are several factors here at play. First thing is Lieberman. As said, he is the kingmaker. He's the one that holds the balance of power. He is insisting on what they call a unity government, which would be a combination of the two largest left and right parties, along with Lieberman. And that would give an easy majority to whoever would be the prime minister. It could be Netanyahu, it could be Gantz. The problem with that is that it's a very untenable coalition, very unwieldy. There would likely be a lot of fighting. And he's insisting on not allowing any of the religious parties to be in the government, even though they're a substantial part of the Israeli population. So if they are not allowed to be in the government, then there is going to be social tension in Israel as a whole.
Well, Mayor, there would be concern that Israel's coalition government would be fragile and on shaky ground, given what's going on with the drone and now thought to be cruise missile strikes against Saudi's oil production. And we also know Iran is a sworn enemy of Israel. Things are pretty complicated here.
Things are very complicated. And that's why a unity government, if it's for the purpose of focusing on confronting Iran, well, that could be a positive thing. But in terms of Israel as a whole and the social situation and religious versus secular, it's very unnerving to have such a coalition. The other problem is that if Gantz forms a coalition on his own, then he's probably going to include the coalition of Arab parties who are sworn enemies of the State of Israel, supporters of the Hamas terrorist organization. So that is the only way that Gantz, who is the left of center candidate for prime minister, that is the only way that he can form a coalition on his own, is if he includes those 13 or so members of those Arab parties who are hostile to the State of Israel.
Mayor Rubin, thank you so much for your insight. We'll stay on that developing story.